We're chasing down the billy goat. Oh, there the billy goat is. It really does not like small spaces though. Watch this. I thought I had enough room here, but it kind of doesn't like it. I think it gets confused because it's too constricted, so it really doesn't know how to get in and out the best. Oh, well, that time I actually came right on back out. Normally when it hit that dirt patch back there, it would get to it, start to go over, then it kind of just freaked out. Just didn't know where it wanted to go. Not that I couldn't get up it, because it would. I stand in front of it, then it would turn around and it would go up. I mean, it climbed just fine. I did do a no boundary here, or a no mow zone here. It did have a problem with hitting the edge of the building and stuff, as you can tell by the nice red paint on the side of it. So I did do a no boundary there, and I'll have to trim up my front a little bit near the ditch line, because it fell into it a couple times. I was too close. I was able to drive it by there, but when you want to do the edge line in here when it's finishing out, it did not like that. Everywhere else though so far not too bad. It worked itself though through the sidewalk, all that. Got up on it just a smidge, was able to where it couldn't, it didn't. The bumper X low to the ground there, so it kind of prevents a certain grade for it to try to go up. Depending on how my long-term use is, I might trim that up just a smidge, because then it would go right on my driveway. It's just the way I have the foundation on it right now. It's a little steep of an incline right at the edge. But hey, here it is going back into this small spot. Let's see how it handles it. So it kind of gets just a little freaked out sometimes in there. It just doesn't know what to do. Once I fill that in with grass, hopefully that'll solve that, so I might put it back in, but I think for now I'm just going to remap and be a little more delicate on my edge line. Just going to try to go over here and finish this, but I'll see the truck again, so it's no problem. That it detects just fine. I've not had an issue with that. But building and ditch line, a little bit of trouble. So it's going through doing the edge line right now. So it does it at the end of the mode, unless you select edge mode, I guess, to begin with. So I'll be finding that out as we go, obviously. Get more in depth in the wonderful app. I think it's docking itself. I think it's done. There it goes, docking itself. Done for its shift. It has actually completed the whole yard this time. This mow here, my second mow, fully complete with it. I have to trim up a couple areas. No, I have not done the field out there yet. I'll do that field later. It's kind of tall. I feel like I should maybe do a 2-mow on it too. I started at 3-inch height over here, then I lowered it to 2.4 inch. So that's the reason why I did 2 mows. I wanted to see how it could handle it. The big thick patches of grass like this, it doesn't like. It acknowledges it as a object, and we'll go around it. So other than that, if it's consistent grass like this, it tends to go through it. Otherwise, it detects that as an object, goes around it, and we'll have all kinds of weird patchy stuff. So I had to go through and get a couple of those down to where it would go through the second time completely on its own. And it did. And you can tell that my neighbor hasn't mowed. There's a nice separation there. So this is where I'll keep the lawn from now on. So yeah, not too horrible. And then I'll start mowing this field over here with it. And if they can tackle that whole field as well, that's not a big field, that's a little one. There's that tree right in the middle of it around it. So we'll see how it does. But overall so far, guys, like I said with my first review, money well spent so far. I have not had issues. I feel like a couple people had issues with the RTK signal. That's the only thing I can say is just make sure you have a clear view of the sky. I mean, here I knew I had unimpeded, on this side, and I tried to place it here, right here with my water main. I thought, well, surely right here would be pretty open, right? No, not open enough. It wouldn't do it. Couldn't establish enough satellites. So that's the reason on my first review, like I said, this is the one quirk about it if there's any. Which the satellite port, it can't help. So that's not the quirk. The quirk is the RTK station. When I placed it over here, it acquired all the satellites because obviously I got even more open room here. There's nothing, I got a really big open sky here for it to get all the satellites and stuff. So I'm lucky on that. If you don't have an open area with an RTK, I can see where you might not want one. It would not be a good investment. Because like I said, I'm delicate. This daggone thing, it went straight. Then it straight around and did the edging. I mean, it followed my edge line, so you can see where it's a little crooked. That's my fault. So that's what I'm going to try to clean up on my next remap. But the base station, I wanted it over here by my AC unit. And I understand they say you got to have 6 feet out from it, 6 feet to the left, 6 feet to the right. You know, I pretty much had that. See, when my pavement stones were moved, I had placed it right there at the initial setup, and the RTK station could not communicate with the base station from the distance of there to there. Now, how are you supposed to post this on the corner of a house? What if you have a 3-story house like over there? I mean, mine's only 2-story, but if your RTK station signal can't get to the base station even from a clear distance line of sight like this, how are you supposed to have on top of the house? So Ecovacs, you're going to work on that. I'm not sure if it's fixed up in an update or whatnot. If it is, leave me a comment and say, hey, move your base station back. It should connect now. And I would love that, because I really don't want it in the middle of my pad, or not in the middle, but you know, on the edge of my pad here on the right hand side. But I need a successful signal. And with that, it does operate wonderfully, I will admit. So there are concessions that have to be made, and I'm willing to. But preferential wise, you know, when you're spending a little bit of money, it's already saving us a lot of work, let's be honest. But we still want the nuances of it to fit our style for what we're buying, in particularly. Just like the people that buy the Yarbos, they get them because they either have massive fields, too much money, more money than brains. But if they're a gadgetry lover, boy, those attachments are really handy to clear out your driveways. You got the snowplow on there and everything. There's all kinds of attachments to the Yarbo, so spending 6 to 10 grand, that might be up your alley. But for most of us laymen, you know, something like this for $1,000, $1,500, you know, to save us the time and energy through the week, spend with our family, or work more to earn more. Shoot, I've even seen people have businesses with these where they're buying these, renting them out to people for the summer, setting them up in their yard, and going around and raking in cash like that. So it's a business model as well, buying these. But yeah, pretty interesting. I don't know what that last rent was about, just kind of went off there. But yeah, the GOAT A2500 is not too bad. I like to see a little improvement in the connection ability. If it's the heat issue, maybe put some external cooling sinks on the bottom there that prevents heat buildup as much on the RTK, to where you can put a little more powerful you know, antenna in there, possibly, or module I should say, that's going to contain the chip that will be the data processor. So yeah, other than that, not bad. Second quick review, finished the mow completely for the day. Completely whole yard is mowed once over at the 2.4 inch height. And as you see, it handles it. And this is located in West Virginia, so it's kind of thick grass. It's mainly weedish grass. It's just a bunch of mixture. You know, I don't know what type of grass I have. It's just hodgepodge. I did go fill in a couple of holes so I knew it wouldn't fall in nose and get stuck. So the two issues I guess I will say I had was the edge. I did, you know, kind of get close to here, and well, when it was on the edge, and it fell in a couple times, I had to rescue it. Sure did. So I need to pull that in. I'll probably pull it on this side of the telephone pole, and I'll just have to mow 3 strips when I weed eat, I guess. But over here is the other issue, which whenever this did work around this just fine. You know, I encompassed it to go over the gravel where I knew it was low enough and able to be able to go up to the other section and do all that. I got a drain pipe here for my foundation. I got a little bit of a hole here for it. It's a decent little hole. This sucker did stop it, so I'm going to have to do something here, put an iron plate down or something like that, great, make it pretty so we can cross it. So they're right, you know, get more than about a 1/2 inch hole, it's going to get stuck in it, and not like it. I got another one up here that I have to worry about a little bit, but I know I'm sorry, I'm just walking around my daggone yard for the past couple of minutes. But yeah, end result, this is the quality cut that you're going to get from the, well, as we go down, you'll see less grass clippings, hopefully. But it didn't look like I really missed too much. It kind of shoots the grass out the back, so it kind of makes a straight line with the grass as it cuts. So, Ecovacs, not too bad. Give them a try. This one here was the GOAT A2500 RTK. If the A3000 LiDAR complete system is even closely to being on remotely par as this, and not having to have RTK, the people that live in a shaded area or love trees around or something, it definitely might be worth the money. Plus, if you got a large property anyways, the complicated stuff, landscape, as you see, mine's pretty simple. Ours here is pretty simple here. So yeah, there we go. Have a good one.